What's the dumbest purchase you've ever made? What would be your dream job if money wasn't an issue? Do you have any advice for incoming college students? How much money to quit college right now? What's the craziest thing you've done to save money? Do you have any tips for college students that want to save money?
Don't go out to eat. The most ways I spend money is going out to eat, buying drinks like alcohol. That's kind of it, honestly.
Didn't you say you're 20? Hey guys, so today we're at Cal State University Long Beach and we're asking students what their side hustle is, any advice they have for saving money, and a bunch of other questions. I'm super excited to see what they have to say. Let's get started. What's your name, age, and what's your major?
My name is Chase Higgins. I'm 21 and my major is communications.
What do you hope to do with that degree?
With that degree, I'm hoping to get out of Long Beach in 2 years and then come back to school to get my teaching credential.
What would be your dream job if money was an issue?
Probably be a lifeguard because I love the beach. I love being outside.
Do you currently have a job or a side hustle?
I currently do have a job. I work for Mod Pizza in Huntington Beach. I'm actually repping the shirt because I got work this afternoon, but I really enjoy it and it's really fun.
How much do you make at Mod Pizza?
At Mod Pizza, we make $17.50 an hour.
That's really amazing. Do you have any advice for people that want to budget better?
It helps talking to people that have been there and are in financial crisis. I went to my parents for advice and they kind of sat down with me and they made a plan about, okay, so if you get paid $600 a paycheck, then you got to put X amount of money into gas, X amount of money into activities. So that way you still have lots of income coming in, but you're budgeting that money in case something does happen.
What's your biggest expense right now?
Probably school. But luckily I've got family and friends along with my financial aid, so it's not that big of a burden, but that is definitely my biggest expense.
How much money to quit college right now?
Oh no, I need college. I don't think I could put a price on that. I need an education. I think I could go far with that.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done to make money?
My friend offered me $20 to jump off the pier at Huntington. I just did it. It got pretty easy, $20.
So worth it?
It was worth it.
What's the craziest thing you've done to save money?
When I was coaching basketball at Huntington Beach High School this past summer, I would ride my bike. So instead of taking my car and being there in 5 minutes, I would ride my bike and be there in 30 minutes.
What advice do you have for incoming or current college students?
It's always been very helpful to find a nice club, trying to be an extrovert, even though I'm very introverted. I just got to talk to people, got to make friends. I love playing basketball, so luckily here at CSULB, we got that rec center.
What do you think is a perfect side hustle for college students?
Part-time job, I think. Just getting out there, whether it's on campus to make it easy so that way you don't have to commute, or if it's off campus somewhere close, as long as it's part-time, it works.
What's the dumbest purchase you've ever made?
At Target with my girlfriend, there was this pencil holder we found when we were going back to school shopping, and it was like a shark, and you put all your pencils and stuff in the shark's mouth, they'll hold it, and I think that's pretty dumb, but she wanted it, so I got it. Can't argue with a woman.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
What's the most amount of money you've ever spent on a meal?
It would be Chipotle when I get the quesarito because it's $4 extra, but it's bomb. So instead of a $10 or $9 burrito, it's a $15 burrito.
Is it worth it?
100%.
What's your name, age, and what's your major?
I'm Yuki. I'm 21 years old. My major is International Development Studies.
So how do you make money?
I'm more focused on saving money, I guess. I actually graduated school out 1 year early, so that it saved me around $45K of tuition.
Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Did you find college was worth it?
Yes and no. So yes, because it opened up a lot of doors, but also no, because there's a lot of jobs that you don't really need valued college names, and you still can make a lot of money, especially in the US.
Do you have any advice for international college students?
Pick a major that is useful, because I picked international development, and there's not much job for that.
How much money would I have to give you to take away your college degree?
$50K? I don't know.
Only $50K?
I don't know.
What's the craziest thing you've done to save money?
The graduating 1 year early was a little tough. I only had 90 quarter units, and I had to finish up another 90 quarter units in a year.
Do you recommend all college students graduate early?
No, I think because it's a very precious time. During college, you have a lot of time, free time, so you can do side hustles or do a lot of social stuff, go to parties, make friends, and have fun. Maybe start new hobbies.
What's a daily habit you do that everyone should do?
Go to gym. Yeah, I think discipline is a very key to be successful, and going to gym every day make you realize, oh, you can do things,
I love that. Yeah. How many times do you gym per week?
Honestly, now I go only 2-3 times a week. It was because I'm working full time and I'm taking 4 summer classes, but I shouldn't make excuse.
All right, so you're gonna start gymming 4 to 5 times a week now?
Sure.
Thank you so much. What's your name, age, and what's your major?
I'm Harrison Bingham. I am 22, and my major is English education.
What's your side hustle?
My side hustle is I run a sports book. My sports book's located in Costa Rica, so it's an offshore sports book, so it's legal. It's a loophole in the law through California. There's an article written in 2012 called The Costa Rican Gold Rush, and it explains how if there's a sports book in an offshore place, then it's kind of a loophole in the law.
So how'd you get started with that?
I started about 4 years ago. I was bartending. Guys were yelling about sports, and I met a guy who ran this website, and we just became 50-50 partners.
So why are you still in college?
I'm still in college because I want to be a teacher and have a white picket fence and a house. And the reality is if I want to get a loan from anyone, like being a bookie, even though, yeah, this is legal, it is still like a loophole. It's still kind of like a weird, shady way to make money. So it's like if I want to get a loan from a bank for a house, or if I ever want to do all that, I need like a structured job.
So how much money to quit college right now?
Probably upwards to $10 million. Maybe five.
5 million. All right. Do you have any advice for incoming college students?
Don't stress out too much. I feel like everything in life, everyone wants to figure out right away, but things figure themselves out. Like no one really has life figured out. Like it just kind of happens, and I feel like that's the number one thing is everyone's like rushing to like get to like their end goal, but it's like take a deep breath and enjoy the moment because you're only going to be young like this for so long.
What do you think is a perfect side hustle for college students?
I'd say like get into something that you like. Like I also collect sports cards, like high-end sports cards. I think it doesn't matter your side hustle as long as you're into it because it is a hustle. You can't just half do it, right? So it's like you need to be like happy to do it.
What's one daily habit you do every single day that everyone should do?
I brush my teeth twice a day. Maybe do that. I've never had a cavity.
Wow, that's impressive. I've had like 20. Appreciate it so much. What's your name, age, and what's your major?
My name is Richard Ramirez. I am 30 years old and I'm majoring in finance.
What do you hope to do with finance?
Be either an investment banker or do financial planning.
Don't iBankers hate their lives?
Well, that's like what a lot of people say, but I don't know. Like I'm a grinder, so I don't mind putting in all those hours and just seeing where it takes me. I don't know. I hear you do IB for a year or two. It's just basically set you up. So that's the plan with IB.
What's your side hustle?
Prior to going back to school during COVID, I used to work as assistant manager at a bank.
How much did you make at that job?
60 base plus bonuses quarterly. I was making about like mid-70s.
That's amazing. Do you have any advice for incoming college students?
Go to school, make it worth it. Do something valuable and worthwhile with your time.
And what things are you doing currently to like make the most of your college experience?
I'm the president of the Financial Management Association. I'm involved in the Beach Investment Group.
Do you have advice for college students that want to save more money?
Learn how to budget. A lot of people don't know about this resource, but there's a Financial Literacy 101. It's available to all Cal State Long Beach students, and it basically gives you courses on how to basically be financially responsible and how to manage your loans too.
What's your typical monthly budget looking like?
I budget about like $300-400 for food. Gas, I put about like $200 to $300 because I commute a lot and gas prices are kind of crazy. Rent, I'm paying about $800 right now.
What's something you do every single day that you think everyone should do?
Wake up in the morning, set up my bed, brush my teeth, just have a routine.
How much money to quit college right now?
A couple $100,000, I'd probably start a business or do something with it.
What type of business would you start?
If I wasn't in finance, I'd be in a restaurant for sure.
What's your name, age, and your major?
My name's Jacob. I'm 19. I'm an engineering major.
What do you hope to do with your engineering degree?
Well, I'm looking into like structural civil engineering, so I hope I can stick through all 4 years and get my degree for that.
How are you paying for college?
Loans. My parents are really nice to me, and then I'll pay some of it off myself.
Okay. Do you think college is necessary?
Depends on what you want to do. Plenty of great career paths that you can go to without going to college, but there's some where you need some schooling degrees for all that.
Do you have any advice for incoming college students?
Save money, be outgoing, try to meet new people.
How much money to quit college right now?
It's kind of have to be a lot because, college is going to determine how much money I make for the rest of my life. 10 million, I'll be greedy.
10 million. Whoa. Okay. Why do you think your college degree is worth that much money?
I don't know exactly how much to weigh it right now, but with a college degree, it kind of will help decide how much money you make for the rest of your life. So without a degree, I don't know, there's not much you can do depending on what you want.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done to make money?
My friends paid me go swim in the ocean naked one time.
How much did they pay you?
$50.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I didn't have to go in for that long. I just had to run in, run out. So
what's your biggest expense right now as a college student?
Probably books.
How much you spend?
I bought one book. It was $150, but I have to buy a few more that are going to be around probably $400 or $500.
Do you think college textbooks are a scam?
Yes. Makes no sense. I'm already paying to go to school here, and I got to pay even more just to get my books for the classes.
Yeah, that's messed up. What's your name, age, and your major?
I'm Johnathan. I'm 21, and I'm biomedical engineering.
What do you hope to do with that degree?
Maybe work with prosthetics, trying to help someone who lost a limb or something.
Do you have a side hustle?
Right now, I just work at Sprouts around 3 days a week.
How much do you make at Sprouts?
$16.50.
How many hours per week are you working?
3 full days, yeah, 2 to 10:30.
What would you say is your biggest expense right now as a college student?
Rent.
How much do you pay?
Almost $900.
Is that for your own room or? board.
Yeah, my own room, yeah.
So do you have any tips for people that want to save money while in college?
Look for textbooks online. Don't go out too much. Manage your money. I know it's nice to go and have like fun with friends, but I will say like know when it's time to do it and when you should prioritize school. Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done to make money?
I think I donated plasma once.
How much money can you make from that?
I think they gave me like 150.
How much time does that take?
3 or 4 hours, I think.
That's really good then, right? Yeah, that's really good. How much money to quit college right now?
No, I've already invested too much. I'm a junior.
Like $1 million? $5 million?
$5 million maybe, yeah. So I can invest in a business or something to make money after, yeah.
And if money was an issue, what would be your dream job?
I'd probably do something with political and like learning about law. Something that I really like to learn more, yeah.
What kind of business would you start?
My mom loves cooking, so I'll support her in like a cooking restaurant, opening a restaurant for her, yeah.
So like what type of restaurant?
We're Salvadoran, so it would be like just making pupusas or making like something she knows how to make, yeah.
What was your first job ever?
I used to work at Subway. That was there, my first job, 7 months there.
How much do you make there?
I was making $13.
Do you have any tips for people that want to get the biggest sandwich possible?
I will say be nice, put a smile, and don't ask for like extra. Like be nice and we'll give you extra, yeah.
What do you think was the best bang for your buck at Subway?
The rotisserie chicken, 6 inch. Don't get foot long, it's too much.
What's your name, age, and what's your major?
My name is Alexis Johnson. I am 21 and my major is public relations.
What do you hope to do with a public relations degree?
I kind of just want to like influence like an audience, like attract an audience to a company. I'm not for sure what company yet, but I kind of just like engaging, the community and people and talking to people, and it's something that I want to pursue in the future.
Do you have a job or side hustle?
I have 2 technically, so I model, so I'm signed to an agency, and then I also work for In-N-Out Burger's corporate office.
How does someone get into the modeling industry?
Just put yourself out there with like social media. There's a lot of like platforms that you can use, like Instagram. Start with creating a portfolio, just take basic pictures of yourself, headshots, and then just send it to an agency, honestly.
So what do you hope to get out of modeling?
I want to be like a Tyra Banks. I want to be like a supermodel. So I'm hoping to kind of just, be a high fashion runway model and pursue that in the future.
How much can models typically make?
It depends on if you're doing like print work or if you're doing commercial work or if you're doing like a runway show. I've gotten castings that could pay up to like $2,000, $3,000. So it honestly just depends on the client and it depends on the company.
How much money do you make at In-N-Out?
Starting is $20.75.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good considering where we are.
How much money to quit college right now?
Enough money to where I can invest in something so I can potentially make more money, because college is an investment. So if you were able to give me a certain amount where I can invest and make more money in the future, I would say that price, but I don't know what that price is, to be honest.
What would you do with the money? It's like what type of business would you start?
Aside from modeling, I love fashion, so I could potentially be like a fashion designer and like create my own like high fashion brand.
What's your biggest expense right now?
My car.
How much is your car payment?
$576 a month.
What kind of car do you have?
It's a 2022 Honda Accord Sport.
What's your dream job if money weren't an issue?
It would still be modeling. I'm going to school kind of as a backup plan just in case modeling doesn't work out, but no matter what, modeling's always a top goal for me.
Thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Yeah. What's your name, age, and what's your major?
My name is Andrew. My major was mechanical engineering.
So what do you do right now?
Right now, I'm a police officer assigned to the SWAT team.
Can you say how much you make?
Around like 130, 140,000.
That's a lot. So do you have any advice for people that want to get into that?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they sometimes hold like recruitment fairs here for law enforcement. Reach out to recruiters. They'll walk you through the process. Also, it's paid. Of course, they yell at you, but you're doing push-ups and running laps and getting paid for it, so it's good.
What's the most number of pull-ups you've ever done?
The most I ever done was 25, but I was lighter at that time.
Do you have any advice for college grads?
I would say send out your resumes to wherever. Be very adamant and be on your purpose in regards to like trying to put yourself out there.
What's something that you wish you did differently in college?
I would say explore more of the campus. Exploring campus and taking advantage of the resources that are already offered here.
What's your biggest expense right now?
Rent.
How much do you pay?
About $16.85.
Do you have advice for college students that want to budget better?
It's discipline. I think the biggest expense that people could get would be food. For me, it was food. It's easy to get carried away with swiping your card and not looking. But I'll say start saving. You know what I mean? Whatever I want to save, I'll go to the bank and I'll pull it out and I'll stash it. Because if I can't see it, I can't spend it.
What's your name, age, and what's your major?
Aaron, I'm 18 and I'm a molecular bio major.
What do you hope to do with that degree?
Trying to get into PA school or pharmacy, working at a CVS right now. I've been working here for like a year now.
How much do you make as a pharmacy tech?
I think starting off it's about 17 an hour. I'm up to 19 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice for people that want to become a farm tech right now?
I think now's a good time because a lot of stores are going into flu season. So if you just find a store that's hiring, they're pretty desperate. So just go for it.
What type of stuff do you do?
I help fill prescriptions, I process them, I help call patients.
How much money to quit college right now?
Like at least 100K. Kind of planning on doing learning a lot with this degree.
So if I gave you 200K, you would quit?
Yeah, I'd quit.
What would you do?
I'd probably invest, get into like stocks and stuff, hopefully make the most out of the 200K.
What's your dream job if money wasn't an issue?
I'd still say it's like something in the medical field, because like my background, I want to help people.
Is that like an innate passion, or did your parents like...
I wouldn't say my parents really, because they didn't really want to force anything onto me. It's just how it came to be, because like I saw a lot of people around me get sick. I wanted to be there.
What was your first job ever?
A barista.
How much do you make as a barista?
It was like $14.50.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done to make money?
Finals last year, I was writing people's essays for like $50 every 500 words.
So how much did you make from that?
I made about $350.
That's an interesting side hustle. What's the craziest thing you've done to save money?
I just lived off of like instant noodles for like a whole month.
Was your health okay? Like,
I feel like it was fine just because I wasn't like only eating that. It was like once a day, and then I would incorporate some like veggies and stuff and go to the gym, so it wasn't that bad.
what's something that you do every single day that you think everyone should do?
Personally, I just take time to myself every morning. I wake up a little earlier, calm down, just think a bit.
What's the dumbest purchase you've ever made?
I already have a pair of court shoes that just came from volleyball. Bought some for $300 in my backpack right now.
That's a lot. What's your best frugal tip?
I'm not one to say this, but just if you think about buying something, just hold on to that thought for a couple days and then figure out your whole financial situation after that, because it's like an impulse for like one night when you're bored. Hold on to it for a couple days and you'll be fine.
What's your name, age, and what's your major?
I'm Aurora and I'm 24 and I'm doing marketing.
What do you hope to do with that degree?
I hope to market for a company that I believe in and has the same values than me, so like a sustainable company.
Do you currently have a side hustle or a job?
So I was working in like a kids summer camp in this school like this summer, but now I applied for student assistant job, but I don't know yet if I got it.
So how much did your job pay?
$15.
Do you have any advice for college students that want to make money?
Budget everything that you spend money on.
How much do you spend per month on rent?
$850 for shared room.
Shared room?
Yes.
Is it like a luxury apartment building?
No.
Oh wow, that's really expensive. What's the best purchase you've ever made?
Tuition is money well spent. I've gotten so much out of studying here.
So how much will I have to pay you for you to quit college right now?
No amount of money.
What about like $1 million?
No.
2 million?
I don't think so, because I value the education. I want this. I've worked so hard and I came all the way from Finland. I really want my bachelor. Maybe two. Maybe, okay. But I wouldn't be happy about it.
Cool,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you. What's your name, age, and what's your major?
Adam Hernandez, 20, computer science.
What do you want to do with your degree?
I want to join like a FANG company, or they say Mang now, something like that, because of Meta.
Do you have any advice for people that want to join a Mang or FANG company?
You really got to get really good at interviews, because like tech interviews are like the craziest, like most difficult thing right now. But if you pass those, like a 6-figure job salary. So.
Would you say that computer science is like your passion?
No, I'd say no, but like I think it's definitely what I want to do for a career. I don't think career is the same thing as passion though.
Why not?
Because you could have a passion that doesn't make money, if that makes sense. But obviously, like everyone wants to make money, so that's why I chose computer science, because I feel like it's the best career to have to make money.
How much money to quit college right now?
Enough to start a business, maybe like $1 million.
$1 million?
500,000 maybe? No, I wouldn't even quit college for 500,000. Enough to be financially stable, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
What would you spend that $1 million on?
I'd buy a car. I'd buy
What car?
I'd buy a race car. I'd buy like a GTR or something, and then I'd spend the other on the business.
Do you know that there's businesses you can start with $0?
I don't know about $0, but like
copywriting, right? Like you probably have a computer. You could just like write emails for people or a copy, and it's just like a service-based business.
No, I bet it costs me money to get the computer though. But no, I get what you mean. You're right.
What business would you start?
I'm into like fitness, so I would start like a supplement business or something like that, like a social media, like coaching.
Do you have any tips for college students that want to save money?
Don't go out to eat. I would say work on the weekend and then save your money. The most ways I spend money is going out to eat, buying drinks like alcohol. That's kind of it, honestly.
Didn't you say you're 20? Do you have any advice for incoming freshmen?
Make friends. I'd say join a club as soon as you join.
If money weren't an issue, what would you do?
I'd be like a fitness influencer. I would just go to the gym and like just record like videos and like do stuff like that, like make content, gym content, coaching, stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice. What's the cheapest thing you've ever done?
I snuck into a festival once.
What festival?
Vlogna.
How much did you save?
$300.
Did you almost get caught or?
No, I'll go to concerts and instead of paying for the mosh pit in the front and there's like seats, so I'll pay for the seats and then you just like sneak into the mosh pit.
The mosh pit's normally more?
Yeah, save like $100.
That's pretty smart. Cool, thank you so much. Appreciate it. What's your name, age, and what's your major?
I'm Sophia, I'm 18, and my major is public relations.
What do you hope to do with that degree?
I hope to become a public relations manager.
And what's your current side hustle?
I work for a yoga studio in Downey, and I'm also looking to gain another job here at the library.
How much do you make at that job?
16 to 17 an hour.
And how many hours are you working per week?
18.
So that's pretty solid then. What do you think is a perfect side hustle for college students?
For sure, something where you are your own boss balance, because as a college student, you don't really have a lot of time on your hands like that. So when you're your own boss, you get to create your own schedule. I have yet to have a side hustle like that, but props to anybody who is their own boss.
Do you have any advice for college students?
Do not procrastinate. Try to work on your time management and stay hydrated.
Why stay hydrated?
Because it's hot and we're at the beach.
What's a daily habit you do that you think everyone should do?
Say 5 things they like about themselves and at least 2 things that they want to work on. So that way it builds up your confidence, but it's not too high where you think you're above everybody else.
How much money would I have to pay you to quit college right now?
You would have to give me $1 billion to quit college.
$1 billion? Why so much?
Because I'm in college for the outcome in the long run.
What's the craziest thing you've done to make money?
I used to sell lemonade when I was a little kid and sell churros too.
How much money would you make?
The lemonade was like 50 cents for a cup, and then the churros were like $1 because they were pretty big.
So like, what was your profit margin on those churros?
Probably like 500 a day.
Where would you sell the churros at?
So my mom used to work at Albertsons, and because like she was really cool with her manager, I asked if I could sell them outside of the store, and they said yeah.
That is amazing. Wow, I feel like everyone should try selling churros or something.
Something, yeah, at least something.
What would be your dream job if money wasn't an issue?
Probably helping with kids, because I know that teachers don't really get paid a lot. So like, if that wasn't an issue, I would probably do something with kids, or I would even volunteer.
That's really respectable. What do you think is your biggest expense right now?
Food, for sure.
How much do you spend on food per month?
For sure, more than $70.
70? That's not that much.
To me, it's a lot.
Isn't that like 2 meals out?
I eat at like fast food restaurants, so they're not that expensive.
Thank you so much. So there you have it, asking college students about their advice for making money and saving money. If you haven't already, make sure to get your free stocks from WeBull and Mumu. They're giving out a ton of free stocks for a limited time, so make sure to take advantage of that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. We do a ton of videos about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.